Howdy ho, everybody. I'm Donut, and I'm here with...
Thermites.
I've seen South Park on season 20-something.
I'm watching Blinds.
This is Season 4, Episode 7, Chef Goes Nanners. I sure do know this episode.
Boy.
So, what would you rate this episode?
Oh boy. This might be the most conflicted I've ever felt.
Right? Like, this episode is... It's a 9 out of 10 for so long. And the ending is so unbelievably the worst ending to any South Park episode I've seen except for one other one. Maybe two other ones.
I think I brought this up recently, but at the very start of all of this, when I said I don't like how centrist I thought South Park was, this ending is what I think of when this kind of thing happens. It's real.
Well, the problem is that they are not centrist. They have very clear viewpoints, but they are very, I don't want to do anything about my viewpoints.
Yeah. Centrist has always been the wrong word. It's really a...
lazy bitching and moaning.
This isn't a problem.
Yeah, I mean, early Trey and Matt is a lot of just lazy bitching and moaning. Like, yeah, the later stuff in South Park, I feel like is so much more than actually taking a... I mean, there's plenty of stuff we've gotten of that too already.
Right. Yeah.
But there's still a lot of just bitching and moaning about people that are doing something.
Yeah.
Whereas, that's the problem. It's like, I think a lot of this episode is it's still very relevant, it's still hilarious, a lot of shots fired all over the place, but then at the end they just all the stuff that has been shots fired, all the takes they've taken, don't matter when the ending is just, fucking all lives matter retarded bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, Chef is 100% right. It doesn't matter if they're saying, oh, this flag is about capital punishment. That is if you cannot see that is racist, that is absolutely racist.
Yeah.
He's 100% wrong to say that that's not racist. Also, in general, didn't like the Wendy plot this episode.
I like the concept of it, but it really needed something else.
Yeah, the ending again kind of didn't work for me.
Yeah,
I liked a lot of the stuff up until her having the dream and everything, and I just feel like we didn't really. I don't know. It felt like a normal sitcom fucking episode plot line, which is just not what I want from South Park. Yeah, I don't want this generic rom-com retarded shit.
I really hope they bring it back up at some point. Like, the idea of Cartman and Wendy, we know, we saw really early on that Wendy is willing to shoot someone into the sun. There's something there that they could definitely build on. It's just, this was so milquetoast. It was so...
Yeah, exactly.
Blah.
It just felt like... Now, I will say, Matt and Trey have said that the ending to this episode is one of their, is one of the things they hate the most, also. Okay. They also are, not necessarily for the message that, but, maybe... But, their statement was just that ending was really fucking lazy, and we were just man, it's close to July 4th, and we want to go out, so we just sort of fucking rushed an ending, and it sucked.
Okay.
And I feel like that's a lot of the times where I feel the same, where it's man, really good episode, really shit ending, or all the ones where they also say the same shit. They know. They're
Okay.
I feel like a lot of their also bad political takes are the ones where they just rush the ending, and so the ending just has a really shitty message, and they're just we thought it worked, but in retrospect, years later, it's oh, it's fucking terrible.
I guess that's the hard downside of having a show that is that political. You can't just pump one out.
Yeah. I mean, they can. I
guess they can
do. But, the problem is, as they say, when they get in this mentality of, we just want to be done, we just want to leave the studio and be over it. And it's a lot of, episodes right before a holiday. It's a lot of their holiday episodes, that we've already done, they said the same thing on, where it's just we didn't really like that one that much, kind of rushed it. And not the Christmas ones, but I think a lot of the other holiday ones.
Sure.
Where it's just what should we do? Let's just do a holiday one because it's easy and we can get out of the studio fast.
Right.
But yeah, I think there was plenty of fantastic jokes throughout the episode and plenty of stuff. I love just the cold open of Chef and Jimbo being there, and then Jimbo being I don't see what's racist with the flag. It's part of our history, and then they're showing just a bunch of white people hanging a black guy. It's
It is such a perfect South Park flag.
Yeah.
I can't believe I've never been spoiled on that.
And I think the like not like the end to end with Eric and Wendy, but the last joke of like the changing of the flag, I do think is a funny joke.
Yeah.
That is a funny joke. If like ending it with that wouldn't have been the problem, and I don't think that is the problem. I think it is just like all the like all the debate stuff is just not is terrible or just not funny. Like the Wendy stuff, it's just like. Like I was chuckling about it, we were joking about it, but it's like, it's still just like, it's very generic sitcom-y.
I was really excited to see the gag we were going to get with Stan and Kyle. Like, I knew for a fact, they don't want the flag to stay because it's racist. Like, there's got to be something else there, but I thought it was going to be, you know, a better joke.
They could have done more with that, or they could have done more with Wendy and Cartman. Either one. Yeah, they could have done more with, you know, Token being on their team too as well, and everything. But, yeah. Just, in general, this episode, very underutilized, very rushed.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Real rushed.
But yeah, there is plenty of jokes. I do like how do you feel about the returning plot lines this season? You know, this season, I would say a lot more than other seasons, is way more, you know, continuity for stuff. Like Mr. Garrison.
I'd agree. Like,
do you have anything you want to say about the Mr. Garrison plot line this season?
I mean, until Mr. Hat leaves, I have to assume this all takes place prior to the movie.
I'll be honest, I don't know if that ever comes back up. I legitimately can't remember. Because I watching that movie, I was like, oh yeah, they did have that scene at the end. I forgot about that. But, I mean, like, okay, you keep talking about that, but anything other than that... Okay.
I mean, it's fine.
I feel like I'm going to say, I feel like the vast majority of the audience wants you to say something, anything at all about it. Opposed to just, you every time I bring it up, you just going, I don't care. Like, even talk about, do you not like it? Are you not into the plot line?
Nah, not really. Mr. Hat's never been my favorite part of South Park, honestly. I like Mr. Garrison, but most of, like, the...
I don't mean Mr. Hat, I mean, like, the him leaving, you know, teaching the class and,
right.
You know, all that stuff.
Again, didn't really affect anything apart from just, I guess he's still around.
I mean, we have a new teacher. We have a substitute teacher.
Yeah, so nothing. He's so unbelievably nothing.
I mean, I agree, but I think that's the point. I don't know. I'm super into it. I love it. I thought you were going to have a lot more to say about it.
I don't see what you could possibly be into with this.
I like the idea of them having a teacher in a, you know, it'd be like in Psyche with, you know, Matsuzake Sensei if there was actually a fucking reason why Matsuzake Sensei suddenly fucking stopped appearing.
This feels exactly like Matsuzake Sensei to me in that it's kind of,
How? In what way?
And I don't care about the substitute.
Okay, I don't think you're supposed to care about the substitute.
I mean, nothing interesting has happened with Mr. Garrison, though. This exact plotline could have been done if he was also just in the class.
What do you mean? Like how so?
He could have also, you know, been... Yeah, we could have had the whole Mr. Hat's part of the KKK thing, and also just have him in the class.
Well, sure, but I mean, I don't really see how this is connected to the rest of the plotline, the KKK stuff. Like, how is the KKK stuff related to the overarching Mr. Garrison plotline this season?
I mean, it isn't. That's why I've got nothing to say about it.
I mean...
I'm not just grasping at straws with this one.
I guess... I don't know.
Like, nothing in this episode is elevated or really lowered by the Mr. Garrison subplot this season. It's just kind of there.
I guess I'm not sure what your point is. Like, you brought up, like, the KKK thing, but, like, that... I don't see how that was... How would you want it to be a part of it?
I mean... I wouldn't. That's the thing. Like, as you said, there's nothing... It doesn't relate to this ongoing plot at all. It's just...
Yeah, I don't see why it would.
I mean, you brought this up as, do you have any thoughts on the Mr. Garrison plot, overarching plot?
Yeah.
It didn't tie into this at all.
With the substitute teacher, they don't have a teacher anymore. Whatever. Okay, whatever. I think it's really cool how in an episodic series, you know, where everything resets to the status quo at the end, having, you know, there's been plenty of continuity between, you know, all the characters and all the situations and all that. But, you know, it's been pretty loose continuity. So, like, having Mr. Garrison be the one character that is having such, like, heavy continuity that I feel like has been affecting each episode in a pretty drastic way, I think is really, really interesting. I love the fact that we've gone half the season, well, I guess not half the season, half of what we've watched so far of this has been, without Mr. Garrison as the fourth grade teacher, without the third grade teacher, and we're just, barely even in the classroom anymore. Like, this is the first time we've been back in the classroom in a long time, like 3 or 4 episodes, I think.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, I just like the general, breaking of the status quo this season, and especially having Mr. Garrison be the character that is that, and then having a couple episodes ago with him having to, deal with the consequences of him being the worst character in the show, and getting, fired because of that and everything. Mm-hmm. And now we have Mr. Hat being gone again, potentially. Don't know where that's going. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I I think season 4 is honestly one of my least favorite seasons, I think.
Really?
It has a lot of super strong episodes, but then it also has a lot of episodes that I didn't really remember that much, or, felt were kind of weak. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people actually would say season 4 is one of their favorites, just because it has so many bangers in it. Mm-hmm. But, just because the season has a lot of bangers and it's not going to make it my favorite season, it's got to be, consistently all the way good. I would rate a season that is consistently good, but every episode might not reach the level of any one episode in season 4 or something like that. I would still rate that season higher just because it's consistently a better season or something. But, anyway, I've always loved this plot line this season and everything going on with it.
Okay.
I would say it's one of the strongest early memories I have of South Park.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll definitely keep an eye out then.
I mean, I don't know if there's to keep an eye out for.
For something to happen?
For something like that to happen? What do you mean?
I mean, again, I have no opinion on the Mr. Garrison subplot because nothing's happened apart from he's no longer in the class.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't care!
Okay. It's for sure, fine, whatever. Anything else you want to talk about this episode?
I mean, it feels extremely relevant to right now when, tons of monuments are being either pulled down or are just being put into storage because they'll be pulled down otherwise.
Yeah.
It's a real... I guess it is an evergreen topic.
Yeah, I mean, it's been going on for fucking forever. I mean, the whole, everybody being like, oh, well, it's racist, but it's, blah, blah, for, both situations and everything.
Yeah.
Where it's just people are just going to be indecisive and just fucking let it happen. I mean, I've been a part of the problem, too, for a long time, and I'm trying to be a lot more active about it and trying to be a lot more, vocal and doing shit. But, I mean, even then, it's still, there's a certain, I was not, on the fucking side of the Confederate flag or any shit like that. That shit, if you're on the flag of that, you're just fucking retarded. If you're on the side of All Lives Matter, you're just fucking stupid.
Yeah.
That's not a, I was, part of that. No, fuck off. That is not a, oh, yeah, I used to be a part of that and then I changed. Go fuck yourself. I have a hard time believing anybody like that's gonna fucking change.
Yeah, I mean, even now, with the KKK, I was kind of mixed on the KKK jokes. It was kind of,
Yeah, it was okay. Some were good, some were bad. Or not bad, but, some were good, some were just, mediocre.
Yeah.
There wasn't a joke that was oh, it was a bad joke, but it's just that was a joke.
I'm glad we still treat the KKK in the same way.
Yeah.
Where they can be passing out flyers, and then a newspaper will just put the flyer on the front page and say, hey, look at this. Here's the number you want to call if you want to join the KKK.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's fine, because we know no one likes the KKK, so we're just going to put this recruiting flyer in the newspaper.
World is fucking retarded, man.
Yeah.
God, I hate people. Alright, that's it for this one. If you want to see the next one, get it for $4 early access. Check it out. All Lives Matter is fucking stupid. If you believe in All Lives Matter, get off the fucking channel. Fuck the cops. All cops are bastards. And, take down the fucking Confederate flag. Why is this still a debate? This is so retarded.
The thing that bothers me so much about it is the concept of, it's history. Because,
it's not history.
First of all, Confederacy, extremely short period of time.
So short. I guarantee you we're going to be doing our fucking reactions to South Park longer than the goddamn Confederacy is going to be around.
Honestly, yeah. But secondarily, there's a lot of history there. There's no reason to say, we gotta keep this statue up of this guy who murdered a bunch of black people. We could put up a statue of a black person who did something real big.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much history to tell.
There's so much.
Why do we need so many statues of plantation owners? Why do we need to remember the plantation owners so clearly?
Equally as well, you know what? I'm gonna put it out there. Blow up Mount Rushmore. Blow it up. Fucking demolish the whole goddamn thing. Level it to the fucking ground. That's the end of the video. Get the fuck out of here.